What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pens and Tea. My name is Carrie, and today we're going to talk about why the heck do we always talk about reverse writing. So in almost every writing sample that you will see from pretty much any fountain pen reviewer, myself included, we always flip the nib over and talk about reverse writing. And I've gotten that question a fair amount of times in direct messages and even comments on the actual video about why the heck do you do that? So when I talk about reverse writing, I mean like you're holding the pen like normal, like you're supposed to, where the feed is at the bottom and the nib is on the top. Reverse writing literally flips that. So now you're writing with the nib on the bottom and the feed on the top. The reason why we do that in a lot of cases is because, well, one, it's sort of the if it ain't broke, don't fix it rule, where everybody does it anyways, so we all just follow the mold. But really, I think it's because occasionally with fountain pens, these beautiful, beautiful things here that we've come to love and adore, they don't work very well in real life situations. It's a bummer to think about, but it's true. They don't. The world today is not meant for fountain pens. We are very strange people who still prefer this analog medium. And you know what? We're breaking the mold just by doing that. So the vast majority of paper out there is not meant to handle fountain pens. So most of us who are in this hobby, will carry some sort of fountain pen friendly notebook with us at all times. But let's say that all you have on you is a fountain pen and you've got to sign a piece of paper or something. Like you've got to write maybe a quick, one sentence note down or something like that. And all you have is fountain pen, and now you have to write on copy paper or just the Hilroy school paper that isn't meant for fountain pens. As you are probably aware that if you write with a fountain pen on paper that's not meant to handle that liquid ink, it's gonna feather and bleed like crazy, and nobody wants that. So when you reverse write, when you flip over that nib, all of a sudden you're going to have much less surface area on that nib, so you're gonna put down a finer line. You get significantly less ink flow on that. So now you're getting a finer line with much, much less ink. Those two things combined will make that experience a little bit better to look at. It's gonna feel like garbage because the vast majority of nibs aren't ground or tuned to be able to write upside down. So it's gonna be kind of scratchy, but you can do it. It's not meant to write like that forever. I mean, you're probably going to eventually bust your tines if you write like that forever, but it's only meant to get you through those situations. So, why do we always talk about it? Well, because not every pen can do it. So again, because manufacturers aren't thinking about, they're gonna probably have to write upside down maybe once or twice a year, we should really invest a lot of time and effort into this. No, they're not gonna think about that. They're gonna focus on the way that you should use the pen, right? So that's why, if you write it upside down, the nib is gonna be scratchy or doesn't work at all. So we tell you if it works, so that way this pen, if I take it with me, if it happens to be one of those rare occasions, this pen can handle that. Nobody, as far as I'm aware, so correct me if I'm wrong, nobody actually buys a pen with this sole purpose in mind of this pen must be able to reverse write. It's just one of those kind of nice things to know that your pen can do. And so we talk about it when we review it because it's a thing to mention, basically. I think out of all the reviews I've done, which I can't even tell you how many I've done at this point, only a handful haven't been able to write at all. There's been some pens that, because again, you're getting significantly less ink flow, depending on the ink, if you're not using a very saturated ink, you'll have a difficult time reading it, but for the most part, most pens can handle it. So basically, we do it because we want to. Yeah, and that's really why it's there. It's not meant to be a make or break situation. It's just a nice to know. And if you are always wondering why people are doing it, then you've never had to run into that situation. And most people, again, don't, because the dreaded, disgusting ballpoints. The ballpoints are there, people. But guys, that basically sums up why we talk about that. If you have any different ideas, let me know in the comment section down below. Hit that like button if you like this video. Smash the subscribe button if you want to see more every Monday and Friday with the Tuesday and Thursday Q&A pension chats. And as always, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.